I wanted to achieve only one thing on 5th of July, and that was to revive the political government. That was my sole aim, which still is. But unfortunately, I could not achieve it in the 90 days that I had originally planned. Our aim is still the same, to bring in the civil political government as soon as possible, and that is the sole aim.
But even if Mr. Bhutto is convicted, under the circumstances in which he's been brought to trial, do you believe that it will in fact have any real effect on the level of his political support in the country?
I think very definitely. If in nothing else, at least for the first time in 30 years, we would have established that the politicians, like anybody else, have to answer for their deeds. And this is the first time in the history of Pakistan that we are taking a politician to establish his credibility or to vindicate his honors in the normal courts of law according to the law of the land.
They're whipping people up. They say it's Islamic. Well, let me tell you, Islam says whipping should be done for shame. But the way they whip people up, 2 boys in Liari were whipped to such an extent that for 3 days they were bleeding.
Nobody was going to give me any loyalty unless I demanded it by right. And by establishing some of these severe punishments, one of the basic aim was to establish authority and to make them feel that if they do something wrong, they will be punished, and they will be punished severely. That goes for the flogging. And also it's an Islamic punishment.
Obviously it's very difficult for you exactly to interpret your father's feelings now, but what do you think that he would look back on as his own mistakes?
Perhaps choosing General Zia as Chief of Staff?